fuego, it's hot, fuego, caliente, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, it's hot, fuego, it's hot, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, hot, fuego, caliente, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, it's hot, fuego, caliente, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, it's hot, fuego, caliente, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, it's hot, fuego, it's hot.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Nick Truth. I'm Jimmy the Square Guy, the one talk fly to you before he lie to you. Ashley, my co-host in here again today. How you doing?
Hi, thank you for having me today.
Shoot.
Back on the show.
Every Wednesday, it's your spot. Your spot. We trying something new here, y'all. We got some different mics. Somebody done blessed our game. Yeah, so you like the headset? Okay. Well, we got some good guests in here today. Supposed to be Just Be You magazine, and in case y'all don't know, a guy named Sippy24. Sippy24.
Big wheels, it get real in the field. How you feel? What's the deal? Any on the rocks, I just want a night.
Young cat. He's a young dude in high school.
That's my favorite part when he did the video and taking place in high school.
Okay, yeah, that was nice, especially how you got the teachers and all that involved.
You see all kinds of teachers, all kinds of students just wilding out, and you guys when he gets
Yeah, make sure y'all definitely call and holler at him. This is a nice young cat.
Please, we need y'all comments, y'all questions, y'all concerns, whatever it is that you guys want to say to us. Give us a call.
Let's go and get his number out now then.
Yes, that way they'll be already aware.
Ooh, excuse me. And the number is 832 649 84 06.
06. I'm only repeating this just because some people don't feel clear sometimes.
All right. Let's get into our TNT today. What's his name? Albert Wilson?
Albert Wilson.
Oh, man. If y'all don't know about this Albert Wilson case,
Y'all need to get on it and research it.
for real, this is a young brother that was sentenced to 12 years in prison for raping a girl that he never raped.
And when I was looking at that the title didn't sit well with me, first of all, when it says that you raped a person that you didn't have sex with. That title right there threw me off right there, because how you rape a person you don't actually have sex? So that right there has some questions already. And then just to fast forward a little bit about the case, black guy with an all-white jury. 3 of the jury was only man, and then the rest of them women. So the guy had no stand. He, was no standing on what he had going on.
It just the fact that, again, the title is what got me.
That title got me too.
When they say convicted of rape for a victim that he never raped. But once you go into the case, I can see why they convicted him. But it shouldn't have been rape. It should have been, I don't know.
I don't think it should have been even a conviction, to be honest. I know, in my opinion, if you do something, you need to get in trouble. But in regards to a conviction, I don't even think he should have got convicted. Only because it was, to me, it was consensual. From what I was understanding, they walked out together, and I think they walked back in together.
Now, from what they said and from what was being shown in the video, it was consensual. But you have to understand this in rape. If you and your husband is having sex, your husband, and at any point, if you say stop and he don't stop, that's rape.
That part I get to a certain extent. But I don't think, in regards to this case, because everybody's case is different, I just don't think he should have got 12 years of sentence for this situation that he has going on.
Okay, Jazz, the TNT for the day right now is Albert Wilson, a guy that was convicted of rape of a girl that he never raped. He got 12 years for it. And I was just explaining to my co-host Ashley that I don't care how consensual the sex is, at any point, if a girl says stop and you don't stop, that's rape. even with your husband, if you and your husband is having sex, y'all married, and this is something that y'all do.
In the court of law, yes, I say.
If you say stop while you having intercourse,
but technically,
if you tell him to stop while you having intercourse, and he don't, he can go to jail for rape. Now, here's the problem I had with the case. I don't know if this applies to every state, but I know here in Texas, mainly in Houston, I know, if a bartender is selling someone some liquor and that person is visibly drunk and you continue to sell him alcohol, if he leaves in his car and wreck and kill somebody,
they're liable. They're responsible.
They're liable just as he is.
And that was my question. So if you know anything about the case, the young lady that he was supposed to have raped, he was a black guy, and I guess she was a white girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're pressing the issue a little bit harder because of that reason. Because one black and one white, and it's always got to be for some reason racial situation.
Well, you got to remember, this is in Kansas. But I think that says a lot too. But let me say this. Let me explain to the people real quick why I brought that Texas issue up. They say that at the time he was 20. Now both of them was legally underage to be drinking.
Yeah.
Him and his friend went in. They was ID'd.
That was another thing that I wanted to talk about.
Him and his friend was ID'd and let in. Her and her friend was not carded.
And
she, at the age of 17, should not have been in that club because it was a club that you need to be in at the age of 18.
So
that
everybody
club,
needs to be in trouble.
that club should be equally responsible for letting her in that club.
The club should be responsible. The bartender should be responsible. If two young people say out of the club and they don't remember what happened, that tells me right there that the bartender wasn't realizing how much alcohol that she was serving to begin with.
They never said if they was drunk. But the issue is that she was not carded or ID'd to get in that club.
She should have got in trouble, and the establishment should have got in trouble.
That's my whole
for allowing them in.
Just as if in Texas, the establishment is in trouble if they serve too much alcohol to a guy and he goes out and kills somebody. That establishment should have been in trouble for letting an underage girl into that bar.
Yeah, they shouldn't have just put that case on just that guy like that. The case should have been on the guy, the girl, and the bartender and the owner, the establishment, only because they were serving them alcohol, you know, and they left the establishment drunk, but they said that they didn't know what they were doing.
Now, the problem is they say that they found bruises between her thighs, which I don't know who would have sex with a girl and leave bruises down there, but he did say in the video shows that they was kissing and he was groping a girl on the dance floor.
Okay, this is my thing about that. So, a grope and kissing. When you grope somebody, you don't leave no bruise on them.
I don't know.
Just being realistic, and we talk about two young folks.
It
all been to the club.
It all depends on how aggressive he is. But the reality of it is, true. No one really knows what happened in their room except them two people.
Right.
And according to the report, they only stayed in the room for 5 minutes. But anything can happen within 5 minutes.
Did we also read that they both came out of the room?
The video shows both of them leaving, and the video shows them 5 minutes later walking out of the room together. And according to the video, there was no type of, her being discombobulated or.
Because if anybody was raped, you're not going to be walking out of no room with the guy that raped you.
And go back into the club.
You're going to be running out the room or running from him. You're not going to be walking like ain't nothing happened or ain't shit happened. You're not going to just be walking out of there.
Now, again, let's say that they did go in and have consensual sex. If she said at any point, hey, stop, I don't want to do this, and he did it, they got it. And what makes it look bad on Albert Wilson's part is that he lied at first. And then he told them why he lied. And when they did the DNA testing, they found his
semen.
Not semen. It was some DNA. DNA on her chest where he said he licked her chest.
Yeah.
But when they did the DNA rape kit, there was no evidence of rape.
No sex.
But again, if it was consensual and she said stop and he didn't, he got it.
Yeah.
But my whole point is, I don't know what really went on in that case So I have to let that play out in the court.
Right.
My issue is this: that club needs to be held liable.
Yes, they do.
Just as he's held liable for what he did.
Yep.
Because if you keep them young girls out them clubs, them guys in them clubs that's legally belong in there, wouldn't think that them girls belong in there.
Nope. And this,
Well, I say belong in there, but they would be
thinking. We talking about this show.
Exactly.
Somebody would have did their job.
Because if everybody here is legal,
yeah, we would have these problems right here. So that establishment needs to be dealt with as well, accordingly.
Exactly. That's my whole issue. Get the establishment just like they getting that guy.
It works both ways.
It works both ways.
Yep.
So that's our TNT for the day. But now let's go for our topic for the day. This topic says, let me see can I find. I think I found it on Facebook or just leave it, just answer. I answer the question. The question is, other than sex, name something that couples should do together. Other than sex, name something that couples should do together.
Taking a walk. I think I know taking a walk. Actually, where the hell did you get that from? Yes, I said taking a walk.
But taking a walk is not bad because
it's not bad, but to certain people, taking a walk that's going. But when you take a walk with your spouse, you get the chance for you guys to get to know each other a little bit more, get to talk to each other, just get to enjoy just the outdoors and whatever environment that you guys are in. So yes, taking a walk is a good one. You're exercising together. You guys see.
Even if you're not exercising, just out walking, holding hands like that, or just taking that slow walk, that's almost like pillow talk. That creates another level of intimacy. But you know how black folks is, man, it's hot out there. Ain't going out there. Woo! But you can get out there at 6 o'clock, 5:30, 4, the sun go down, and take a walk. That's good. That's good. That's a good thing to do.
Another thing that I was just talking to my husband about the other day, because I'm not a video game person.
Mm-hmm.
My husband, he's not a dancing type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
I like to dance. He likes video games. Mm-hmm. So I told him, I said, well, hey, babe, since it's just me and you, whenever we close down the house for the night, we can dance around the house, just me and him. And then while we working on that, the next day, I could be playing his video games. We can be, I'm not a video game player, and just to add something different, why not help play against your husband on a video game or something like that? He's doing what I like, and I'm doing what he likes.
But that's what the people say about making marriages or relationship work. It's a give and take.
Yes,
I don't like playing the video games, but I'm gonna do it to bond with him a little more.
Yes.
He may not like dancing, so he's not gonna go out with me and dance. So let's dance around the house.
Right, just dance around the house, yeah.
So
dance around the house.
The number is 832-649-8406. The topic is, other than sex, tell us something that couples should be doing together.
Other than sex.
Other than sex.
Because
we know sex creates a great intimacy.
Right.
I'm gonna throw one out there that a lot of couples do not like to do, and we had a show about this. Kissing.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
For some reason, and I was told by somebody one time, I was trying to kiss this girl, and she say, that creates another level of intimacy that
it's a different type.
I don't want. She brings the closest that I'm afraid of. Yeah. And she was afraid of getting hurt.
Yeah.
And I understand that.
Kissing is passionate.
Kissing does something that sex don't do.
Right. It's a different type of passion.
Exactly. It's a whole other level of intimacy. So my thing, something that couples should do other than sex, try kissing.
Yeah,
I mean, slap it down, man. Slap it down.
Yeah, when you go out these days, you don't see too many couples because I think they keep that hidden. I guess in regards to the whole kissing part of it, you don't really see that too much.
People are not big on PDA.
Public display of affection.
Yeah, they're not big on that. You know, you'll see a lot of couples that don't really hold hands in public. They don't cuddle in public. I like doing it.
Me and my husband, we still walk and hold hands. This year makes 9 years of marriage. Now, do we walk and hold hands all the time? No, we don't. But we have our times to where we do still walk and hold hands.
Does he open the door for you?
Yes, he still opens the door.
Does he pull a chair out for you?
Sometimes. He still do his gentleman duties. Open the door.
He got a little shivery left in it.
Yes, he does.
So shivery ain't dead. Is he silly like me? Because me,
I think I'm the silly one.
Because me, if I pull out the chair for you, I'm gonna pull it from up under you one time. Just to make the relationship,
Yeah.
fun. cuss me out or something like that.
I think I'm the silly one. I think I'm the one that's always throwing out some kind of joke or some kind of something just to liven up the moment.
Again, 832-649-8406. Tell us something other than sex. What couple should be doing together?
Please call us. Tell us.
They got the bed. That's all. Especially we giving something away. They always call in. Yeah, but kissing. I think kissing is something that couples need to do a lot more. And stop worrying about. I don't know where your mouth been.
Well, if they're a couple, then their mouth should have been on their person.
Well. If there's
and then, if anything, if you are going to kiss them, you need to make sure you know them too. Yeah.
Well, I think if you're trying to get to know somebody and you're trying to bond with that person, you want to get closer to that person, kissing is a very good way to do it.
Yeah. To a certain extent.
That creates a...
I have to know you first. We got to know each other.
Let me ask you this. Since you've been married 9 years, you have a little insight on what it takes to make a successful marriage. But let me ask you, at what point do you feel like you know a person? Oh, we got a caller calling here. We got a caller. Turn this down. Hey, caller, welcome to the Naked Truth. What's your truth?
Hi.
Hi.
This is Jasmine.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Jasmine.
Fine. On the topic, I feel like couples should take the time out to do something worth laughter. Me and my dude, sometimes we sit down and we might play board games or two-player card games, but having that bond to where you can just laugh together and have fun times, I think that puts a lot of extra in the relationship. Or even movie nights. We sit in the house, watch a movie, have dinner or popcorn or whatever the case might be. But laughter, I think a lot of people need that. The couple's always mad or upset with each other, but don't take the time out to just sit together, laugh, and have fun together.
That's good. Jasmine, how long have you and your dude been together?
2 years.
That's great. Y'all have kids?
I have a kid, so we have a son.
And how do y'all work around that? Because I know a lot of times couples say that they can't find that time to do things together like that because of the kids. By the time the kids get to go to bed, they're tired, and it's time for them to go to bed. Right. So how do y'all work around that?
My son is always with me.
Mm-hmm.
So my son is always with me. So if we're going to have a time where we're going to play a board game, my son's, he's either going to be right there playing. I mean, we all laughing together. Part of our relationship and bonding with the fun time, it can also be with my son. It's a laughter moment. It's a fun moment. He can be there watching the movie. He likes cartoons. We'll put him in front of his tablet in the living room. He'll watch his movie. We'll watch a movie. Mm-hmm. If he feel like he needs to come in, we talk to him. We go back to what we were doing in the first place. He can't always go anywhere, so we have to make do. It doesn't change our mood just because he's around.
Mm-hmm. That's great. That's great. Okay. Thank you for that call. And Jasmine, keep watching the show. Hit that like button and hit that share button.
All righty.
All right. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
All right, y'all. We talking today about, other than sex, name something that couples should be doing together. And we'll be right back after this little short break. And we want y'all to call in after this message right here.
Success on the spectrum, where we make a quality of life possible. Prayer 2, U of A, and right. It's College Week on the Naked Truth. It's Fraternity and Sorority Representation Week. Come represent your fraternity and your sorority. Show your moves and share the impact that you have on society. Right here on the Naked Truth. For more details, call 832-649-8406. Again, 832-649-8406. Call, lock your slot. Either be there or you ain't square business.
And we are back with our topic for today. Name me something other than sex that couples should be doing together. Again, the number is 832-649-8406. We need y'all response to this here because a lot of couples are running out of things to do with each other. So guess what? They're running to somebody else.
That they think that's fun.
They're doing these things. They say the grass always look greener on the other side of the gate. And it's not.
Yeah.
Because if you don't find things to do with your mate, who you know you love, eventually when you run to somebody else, you're gonna run out of things to do with that mate. You're gonna have to run somewhere else. So, what is it that couples should be doing together other than sex? You got something else, Ashley?
Those were the things that I came up with, other than the basic,
And I'm asking you because you've been married for 9 years.
Well,
like Jazz just said, she's been together for 2, and that's good these days.
Yeah, especially these days and times.
Yeah.
No, me and my husband, we don't have really too much kids, but my thing is we work a lot or whatever. But when we are off of work and we able to do stuff, one of the things that we might go out is to drive out of Houston. Even if you go out on a weekend and go spend some time at a hotel, like a couple weekends ago, I don't even know if it was his birthday or one of our birthdays. Not too long ago, we went out to spend the weekend at the Moody Gardens. That's one thing that couples can do for the weekend. Just go to the Moody Gardens for the weekend and spend your weekend there. And that's just something just to let your hair down, just to, something different, because you guys work every day. You need something to do. On the weekend, it's time to relax.
And it doesn't cost you the money to do a lot. It's a lot of things that couples can do that don't cost money. You can just go to
that's the thing that I be looking for, some free stuff.
like you go to the beach.
Right.
I really think that's a romantic thing to go on the beach at nighttime and just walk.
Just walk the beach.
Yeah, they having that wind to blow off that water like that, and looking down there and seeing those little oil rigs, like the cities on the water. I think that's real romantic.
Yes.
Yeah, but
or you can go take a cruise with them. We can take a couple of cruises.
What cruise? Like what? On a ship?
Carnival cruise. Oh, they also have dinner cruises too.
We just talked about something free. Ain't nobody got no money for no cruise.
They have dinner cruises. It's not as much.
Do y'all have kids?
Not yet. We working on it.
See, y'all see, look, people, look. They have money to do that. They have money to do that. But you talk to people that probably got 2 or 3 kids and whatnot. They probably working 2 jobs. They trying to send their kids to school. The little boy, he wants some J's. He wants the Xbox new game. Yeah, so, we got to find some things that couples can do together other than sex to create that deeper aspect of intimacy and, further their relationship.
Other than those things, I have really, that's what I have come up with. Other than that, just getting out together, just period. When you are, even though you do have kids, you can still go out. I'm sure you have some kind of babysitter. If you don't,
and babysitters cost, I heard. They cost. Some people,
what you can do is have family time with the kids. That could be, kind of like a date. Because I heard the other lady when she called in, she said her son be right there sometimes with her and her dude.
And that's a good, that's a good thing.
Yeah, so you guys can make it a family thing instead of making it just you guys, and then do you at night, but during the day, if you're not able to get away, make it like a whole family.
But what about those that want to be alone to do something together?
So if you want to be alone to do something together, put the kids to sleep and just go out.
They can't leave at the house.
You talk to a person that don't have no kids, so that part I can't really, answer. But if there's something that they want to do without the kids, Galveston is a good one. Galveston always has, but you said free stuff.
Well, just anything, but if you come up with good free stuff, that's good too. Again, number is 832-649-8406. The topic is, other than sex, name something that couples can do together. And what y'all think about this Albert Wilson case, where this guy was convicted of rape of a girl that they say he never raped, a girl who shouldn't have been in a club, but she wasn't even ID'd, or carded, as they said. Do y'all think that club should be liable, equally liable in this case, as the guy is?
I think the club needs to be equally liable as the guy, especially if they serve the alcohol.
Because here in Texas, if a bartender serves the guy too much liquor and he goes out after that, if he's visibly drunk and they let him get in that car, he drives off, wreck, hurt somebody, kill somebody, that bartender or that establishment is equally liable for what he did. So do y'all think in the Albert Wilson case that club where that underage girl was in there drinking and she shouldn't even been in the club?
To begin with. And if she went even in the club to begin with,
he would have never met. He would never be able to meet the girl.
Never met her.
And some people feel like, you know what, underage or not, if she's in there, they gave him no right to do what he did. True.
But if she would have been her ass in there, she would have been her ass in there. Like, certain things is only going to happen because you went there. It wouldn't have happened if you would have set your ass in the house. But because you didn't set your ass in the house, that shit happens.
Okay, true. But she was there.
Yep.
It didn't justify what he did if he did it. But is the establishment that allowed her in that club, should they be liable?
That establishment should have been in court with them too.
I think I really think that he should sue the club and she should sue the club. Mm-hmm. He should sue the club for letting her in there and putting him in jeopardy of meeting an underage girl, and I think she should sue the club for, you know, not doing their job, for letting her come in there and meet someone like him. Again, I don't know if the guy did it or not.
Right.
According to the report, it's a crazy case.
It just seemed racially profiled a little bit to me, because I looked at the case and I'm still stuck on the fact about the jury. All of his jurors was all white, 3 males, and all the rest of them was females on the jury. But to me, that was not a fair chance.
Well, let me say this. That jury stuff, you know. Never mind.
I think it should be a mixed jury. Especially for us. I think it should have been a mixed jury, not someone that's not even your race. I think it should have been a mixed jury, not just all Caucasians, at least a mixed jury.
To be tried by your peers or people who came from your walk of life.
I said a mixed jury.
No. According to the law, you are entitled to a fair and impartial jury of your peers. Your peers are people who are of your walk of life. Either they're there or have been there. And majority of the time, when people of color, whether it's Hispanic or black, when people of color go to trial, they are not having a fair and impartial jury of their peers. That's just the way the system is. So I tell guys all the time, man, the best way to beat them court systems is just to stay out of them.
Yep. Even when the law gets behind me, I start getting nervous. Like, what you getting up? Look, I don't play with the popo. I try to stay away from the law and all of that stuff because us color.
And I'm not against the police. There's a lot of good police officers out there. I know some, but you always got that one that wants to take it that extra mile. And guess what? I don't want him taking the extra mile on me.
Like, even though we are almost 2020, racism is still out there. Mm-hmm. And people, I don't think they're talking about it a lot, but it needs to be talked about, because even when I'm out there selling my little gifts and whatever it is that I'm out there selling, I still experience racism or whatever the case might be. You know, so it's still out there and alive and out and about, and I think people need to talk about it a little bit more. You know, I don't think we should just have to wait till we hear something on the news to talk about racism. We need to talk about it.
You know what kills me? We done had a black president. You would think by now that this country has gotten past racism. It just is prevalent today as ever. And what makes it so bad now, that a lot of people walks into it thinking it don't exist.
And it does. Now that might not come off like that.
Do you know it's still a big issue with interracial dating?
Yeah.
It's many people that's involved in it. Interracial dating is still a big issue. Is there anybody out there that's in an interracial relationship that's having issues with their family about who you date? Call up here, 832-649-8406.
Please call us and tell us your opinion. Wait, no.
Anybody out there that's dating someone of the opposite skin color, opposite nationality, you get any flack from your family, your co-workers, your friends, because of who you choose to date? Me? I think love is something a blind man can see and something a deaf man can hear.
Right.
I think only a heart knows another heart.
Right.
And I think once people embrace that truth, it'll be a lot easier to find what they call, I'm looking for my soulmate.
Yeah, because soulmates don't come in black, white. Soulmates don't come in
color.
One color.
Or
they come in all different kinds of colors. You know, black, purple, red, green. They come in all different colors. You know, if you're in love with that person, you're just in love with that person. But
so many people, especially, white people, so many of them have their guards up. So when someone of the opposite color approach them, they like, or immediately they go on the defense. And you got some black people too, but it's more white people than black.
Yes, but I think they do that to us only because of what they've seen and what they've heard. But I think if you give a person time to let them show themselves, no matter what color you is, we all done did something to somebody, you know. So at least give that person some time to at least prove themselves to you before you judge them off their color, you know, or the skin tone.
Well, yeah, but again, you wouldn't think that as many mixed children you see today. I don't like calling them biracial.
Yeah.
But many as mixed children you see today, and many couples you see today, you would think people got past that.
Yeah.
No, people still have an issue with that.
People still are sitting on it.
It's no guarantee that what you're looking for in a man or in a woman will come in what society call a black man, white man, or Hispanic.
Yeah. Right.
And a lot of women saying that there's no good men out there. Maybe it's because you're looking in the wrong place and you got your guards up.
Yeah, you got your standards up too high.
Well, not even that. I think a woman and a man deserve whatever standard they set.
Well, yeah, but some women just, then you got some men that have completely just too much high standards that's just out of the roof high standards.
Like what? Like what?
Of course, he has to have a job, and of course, he has to have benefits coming in. Just something, you know. But let's just say if he got all of that, but you have this woman that don't like, you done cooked her some dinner, but she don't like the chicken. She want to bake chicken, but you cooked her fried chicken type of thing, or whatever. And she's being picky about what you cooked her. Hell, she don't gotta be picky about what you cooked her. You know, this is
she should appreciate the meal and the effort.
She should appreciate the meal and the effort that you didn't sit down and talk with.
Okay, now I understand that when you say about the standard. I thought you was going with what normally I hear about women setting high standards. I hear women say, I wanted to be over 6 feet tall. I want to have a pretty smile.
That too,
and,
all that, because women are very particular.
I want him to make at least 6 figures and have this and have that. I've been saying like, I see why you ain't got that dude. He too damn good for you.
Right.
Damn.
Well, but my thing is for you to have those standards too. Are you matching those same standards? That
Can you bring that to the table?
Can you bring that exact same thing to the table? Not just the man bringing it all to the table, but as a woman, are you bringing anything to the table?
And it's not always what you. I don't know if you know it. And this is not about race.
Right.
This is just truth.
Right.
Black men are the only men where their counterparts make far more than they do.
Yes.
You're not going to find a lot of households among whites where the white lady is actually making more than a white man, than her husband. But among blacks, you're going to find a majority of the females making far more money than the males. So, knowing that, women need to kind of back off that standard.
Adjust the standard a little bit.
And that's not lowering your standards. That's just understanding that, you know what, this man can still be an impact in my life. Right. This man can still be the head of this household without having to match me or out earn me.
Yeah, and see, and that's, in my opinion, that's good to have somebody that's both of you guys are working. That's fine. But it is also fine if one of you guys are not working or whatever. In my opinion, only if that person that is not working is trying to do something.
Let me ask you this.
So you have to have an understanding.
You mentioned not working. Are you okay with your husband being a house dad?
First of all, we have to have kids for him to be a house.
Okay, I'm saying if y'all had 3 kids, 2 kids, whatever, would you be okay with him being a house dad?
No, I would be okay with my husband being a house dad.
Well, okay, because
that's not the way. I mean,
if you making 6 figures, you don't need him financially.
But he gonna have to figure out something.
Okay, but if he making 6 figures and y'all got 3 kids, you okay with being a house mom if that's what he needs you to do. But
if that's what he needs me to do. Here's the thing. In a
do y'all hear this?
It has to be communication and it has to be an understanding up in there too. So if I'm out and about making my 6 figures and you out at the house with the kids, and that's fine. As long as you trying to at least get you something.
We ain't saying that. We're not saying that. We're not saying that.
All right.
These are some kids the exact thing that you would do if you was a house mom, a housewife.
Because it wouldn't right. It wouldn't be right for a guy to be sitting there. I'm just used to a guy going out there providing for his family.
Here we go with this.
I'm not being
here we go with this thing that men supposed to be the providers, and if we go on a date, the man supposed to pay for the date. No, I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping, Robert. The reality is, if good men come in so many different ways, just because you're not making 6 figures driving that 500 SL.
I'm not saying that he has to make 6 figures. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, thank you, Rob. Hey, man, call in. 832-649-8406. He said, you tripping.
I'm just doing that shit.
Yeah, you tripping.
I never said that he had to be making 6 figures.
832-649-8406. This girl just tell me, we're talking about people having soulmates right now. And I think a soulmate would be easier to find if people...
It's a communication. You guys have to communicate with one another.
True. But if you're making 6 figures after taxes, you don't need this man financially. I'd rather for him to stay home, take care of these kids, opposed to sending them to a babysitter and having somebody slap on them or do something to them sexually. Stay home with the kids until they get to the point they go to school. Man, then you saying that he better find him something to do. He ain't demanding you to find you something to do, and he making 6 figures. That's some BS. That's why a lot of you women ain't got no good dude now. That's some BS.
It's a compromise.
Robert, the number is 832-649-8406. 832. I'm gonna put it on this TV too. 832-649-8406. But that's why a lot of you women don't have no good dudes. Now you lucked up and got you one. But that's some BS, Ashley. You know it. Now see, that's the old double standard stuff, man.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be double standard.
Yes, you did. You just the naked truth, and you told it just like it is. You meant just what you said. She meant that, y'all.
It just don't sound right for a guy to be sitting there. To me, it doesn't just sound right. I'm used to seeing a guy getting out there working for the family and the woman. That's what I'm used to seeing.
True, but in these days, 2019, when you have black women outweighing their counterparts in the feet, what do you expect the man to do? Welcome to the Naked Truth. What's your truth, man?
It's Robert.
Hey, Robert, what's up, man? I'm glad you clarified. I didn't think I was tripping.
No, you wasn't tripping at all. It's just what Miss Lady was saying over there.
That shit is get her, man.
You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, it can go both ways. I mean, if the woman is fortunate before the man, I don't see the problem. You know what I mean? That's him taking care of the house at the time. I mean, that's more yard work right along with the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see no problem in it, me personally.
So let me ask you this: Would you be a problem? Would it be a problem with you to be a house dad? Nope.
To a certain extent. I mean,
but nothing wrong with it. If you've been productive at home and you taking care of the kids, technically you're not really just sitting on your ass.
Sure not, because if she was at home doing it, that's a full-time job for her. To cook, keep the house clean, take care of them kids, go to the grocery store, do all that. That's a job. And you women call that a job. Say, Rob, I even seen women in divorce settlements in other states that was housewives that because their husband had them to stay home when they divorced, he had to pay alimony, she got half, she had everything because she did that for 18, 19, 20 years. That was a damn job. And now I got my co-host sitting up here telling me, no.
Ask her what she's doing right now. Ask her what she's doing at home.
Oh, no. She work.
I be working.
Her dude work. She been married for 9 years. Well, she got a good dude. She looked up, but guess what? I don't think that's gonna last too much longer with the view that she throwing out up here now.
Yeah, I see that, man. I look at this, man. It can be fortunate for one or the other. You know what I mean? And that's how it works. Nowadays, women so quick to say, "Oh man, a man supposed to technically work all the time," but sometimes God might have a different plan for him. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, long as a compromise and it's an understanding that's there, that's.
But my thing is, why would it be a problem to bring money home to your man, but it's not a problem, vice versa?
Bingo. And just like another viewer just said, thank you, Tracy. She say, love is not about money, but money will test love. I like that.
Yeah.
So now your love is being tested because the fact that if you pulling 6 figures after taxes, you don't want your man being.
So let me clarify what I mean. Just by it's okay for you to be at home taking care of the kids.
I just got something that just came up to mind.
Okay.
What if what if the man just unfortunately to don't but what if the man turned his hand and said to tell the woman, his wife or his girlfriend, whoever is in the house, I want you to, I'm not tripping on you doing this, but you need to at least bring some money home. You know what I mean? Like a case of scenario. You know what I mean? Just to say.
He asked you that ask. He ain't asking me.
Huh?
The cat got her tongue, man, Rob.
Ask me the question, Rob, again.
What'd you say?
Ask the question again.
I was saying that, okay, if a man is not complaining about his wife or his girlfriend working, etc., to allow her to do what she needs to do, why is so much of a fuss when it comes down on the man's side when the woman is working and provide? You got good women out there that don't mind doing that, but why is there so much of a controversy about men being at home taking care of, in particular?
Because that's normally what women is supposed to be.
No, there ain't no rules about that.
Thank you, man. It's always a rule when it comes to us, but it's not a rule when it comes to them. Man, we thank you, Rob. Let's go to this little video right quick, man, and we'll come back. Appreciate your call, man. Hit that like button and share it, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm glad somebody else calling here. Clear that mess up.
That's my husband.
That's your husband?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
He just wants to fire you up.
Yeah, you need to. We'll be right back into this video, man. That's not the one we wanted to play. But we'll play that one right there anyway.
Prayer to U of H and right. It's college week on the Naked Truth. It's fraternity and sorority representation week. Come represent your fraternity and your sorority. Show your moves and share the impact that you have on society. Right here on the Naked Truth. For more details, call 832-649-8406. Again, 832-649-8406. Call, lock your slot. Either be there or you ain't square business.
All right, we back, man. Again, we got Miss Ashley from Keepsake Memories in here, and she here with this BS, man. She in here with this buffoonery, talking about what man, you man.
Just to refresh about what I was saying.
What? Okay, go ahead, refresh.
It's not a problem with him being home with the kids. It just is that all that he does. Is he only being at the house with the kids? Is he going out trying to do something else other than being at home with the kids? That's what I'm pretty much trying to say. I just don't want him to be at home just with the kids. He needs to have a life outside of kids too.
But he doesn't require you to do that if you're a stay-home mom. I think that's being partial.
But men and women have two different roles.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No,
have two different roles.
Like
I can't pick up a big old brick, but a man can pick up a big old brick because you guys are built for stuff
but
like that.
But that has nothing to do with what we're discussing. We're talking about
women and men. I think have two different roles.
Because we're talking about women. We're talking about people finding their soulmate.
Correct.
And we're saying that a lot of women will find them a soulmate if they're not lower their standards, but be more understanding about where society is today, especially in the black community where women are outpaid than their counterparts. Right. So don't base that on a good man or to turn the man down because he's not bringing that to the table. So the question went to, would you be okay with your husband being a house dad if you was able to take care of everything? And you said no, because that's not how society is. Yeah. Yes, it is. It's about two people becoming one to making it work.
Right.
And you're saying
we all have roles. A man have a role and a woman have a role.
You women just have so many double standards.
We got double standards now.
Yeah. And
I just think that sometimes women be trying to do man stuff and men be trying to do women stuff. Like it comes to time to work.
If men try to do women stuff, that's some gay stuff.
There's a lot of gay stuff going on, but we'll tell you that's not the subject today. But
go ahead.
I'm just saying it's just certain duties in my head. I don't know. little old fashioned when it comes down to that part.
I just think that it should not matter. I think it should be two people coming together, finding a way to get the job done successfully.
Whatever works for the both of you guys, then you do what works for the both of you.
But if you was a marriage counselor and I was married and I came in to talk to you, you gonna tell you that's what you gonna give me and my wife.
Yeah, okay.
And we gonna go home worse than we was. We can't even talk to you. You be there fighting. Well, you doing this and you need to step it up. All that type of ditto. Thank you, ma'am. She said ditto. Yeah, I agree with you, ditto. So that's some buffoonery. Yeah. And I think that's one of the reasons that a lot of women don't have the man that they're looking for in life. Because a lot of women, they say it does not matter, but they base a good man on the things that he has or the things that he accomplished. Like one person did the other day, they said don't fall in love with the potential of a man. Because when the potential is not reached, there's going to be a problem. Right. And a lot of women base a good man on what he have or his potential.
Right. But it's not, when falling in love, you shouldn't, like what you said, you shouldn't base it off.
Okay, good. We got another caller calling in here. Welcome to the Naked Truth. What's your truth?
Oh, I'm actually gonna semi-agree with the young lady on the show today, man.
Oh man, nobody asked you to call in and agree with her.
Thank you. Somebody's on my side.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
You probably is the devil.
Uh-huh.
I just messing with you, man. Come on, caller.
I mean, she has a point. Society has already kind of defined gender roles.
True, I agree with you.
And not that we should be bound by those roles, but a man shouldn't. A man shouldn't even feel like a man if he's not trying to still establish his own. My attitude is I understand that, if my wife got Oprah money, I would gladly stay at home if she want me to.
And you wouldn't have a problem with it.
But my whole point is this: I'm still going to try to get out there and create my own lane.
Because that's what men do.
And exactly, because that's what men are supposed to do. Because the reality is, I don't ever want to be in a situation where I'm completely dependent on a woman, and she didn't have that kind of control over me to define and dictate how I live and the quality of my life, and just controlling the whole situation.
Now, you're right. Let me ask you this right quick, caller.
That's unhealthy anyway.
Let me ask you this.
So most of the time these days anyway, most households require both incomes anyway. Yep. So typically it's both parents working. Now, if the woman is making more than the man, that's one thing. Now, so a woman should lower her standards and say, okay, you're a plumber, but you're a good plumber. You got a lot of potential. You can start you may even own your own company one day, but you're making $40,000 right now. I'm making $80,000. I'll still handle most of the weight because, again, when we're married, that's all our money anyway. Both incomes become one, so that's our money, not your money.
True.
But at the same time, that means that she's just willing to pull more. But to pull all, like I said, that's a real, to me, that's a real volatile situation, man. Well, I would be careful allowing a woman to have that kind of control over me anyway.
Well, I don't think that's giving a woman that kind of control over you. I just feel that a man, not a born a man's frame, a man know how to establish himself as the head of a household without having to make more than his wife.
Right, it's not about him.
Yeah, but I think it's way harder to establish yourself at the head of a household when you're not making anything and you just stay home dad. So we can say psychologically that's not a factor, but that's going to weigh in.
True, it will.
Both how she feel about him and how he feel about himself. So again, those roles are still, a man still has to be a man. And it's really hard to establish yourself as a man when you a stay-at-home dad and your wife is bringing in everything. Now,
not because you can't bring in everything. It's because y'all have agreed that y'all rather have someone to stay home with the kid rather than send the kid.
And that's where the conversation comes in. Yes. You guys have to be on the same page. Your wife have to be like, okay, this is what we want.
That's what we was talking about.
But now it doesn't sound right for a man just to be sitting at the house.
He's not just sitting at the house. He may say, hey, I want to get out of work. I want to do something. But since we don't want to send these kids to the babysitter, we fear them being abused, probably sexual abuse, not taken care of the way we want them to avoid that. somebody gonna stay home with the kids. Well, hey, babe,
Okay.
since I'm making more than you making, let's go home. Let's go ahead. You stay home with the kids. Once the kids get to an age, they start going to school and do this here, then you can relaunch your career, do something. I don't think that should be an issue. And I don't think that make him. I don't think that make him less than a man.
I agree. So so basically, you're talking about a case by case situation.
That's what we're talking about. But I'm not saying that a man just, oh no, I ain't got no money, I can't really do nothing right now. Right. I'm on my butt. So my wife making 6 figures plus taxes. After taxes, I'm gonna just stay home and do something. No, I don't care. She making 50,000. You don't sit on your butt. You a man. You get out there and do something.
Okay, it's like so I need that clarity. So we on the same page again.
But call
if it's a situation where the woman is making more and somebody has to sacrifice something for the sake of the kids and maintaining the household, then yes, the man, everybody should play to their strengths. Because the reality is, like I said, we partners. It should be 50-50 anyway. And whenever I can't pull my 50, if you pull in 70, I'm pulling 30. That's what teams do. You know what I'm saying? And it should be vice versa. So I agree that again that everybody should play to their strengths and there should be some compromise. Mm-hmm. But I'm never going to agree to a man being trifling and just laying up, eating off his woman, and thinking that's cool. And that role is okay. I'm not gonna buy into that, brother.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I would never support that. I never promote that.
Because even Stedman, Oprah, killing him in the game, but he's still gonna get out and make it happen and do his own thing.
But Edmund a fool. Edmund pull his weight though.
He still ain't depending on Oprah money. He can retire any day he want to and let it all go. But again, a man should always be a man and be willing to pull as much as he can, as often as he can. So yeah, that's my little 2 cents, man.
All right, man. Appreciate your call. Hit that like button and share it and subscribe. Thank you, sir. All right, man. Let's go to this video right quick, and we'll be back after this video, man. From my boy W.
Oh yeah, nigga. Hey, yeah. Salsa, nigga, W7, you know what I'm saying? Ahora voy yo. Yeah. Hell yeah. Pa' que los baile y los sandungan. Y yo me pego manina antes de la tumba. Que se prenda el ambiente, que se vea rumba. Y ahora con salsa, el W te deslumbra. Entro a la disco, ya tú sabes, con mi brillo. Vamos pa'lante, voy a saludar al corillo. Soy un prieto, pero dicen que soy un loquillo. Esto es pa' que se prenda y se acabe el bolsillo. Esto es pa' las yales que son una bitch. Que les gusta el money, no copian sin botín. Aunque seas nigga, aunque tú tengas el swing. No la ilusiones porque no tiene botín. Y voy para la cima porque yo sí soy sincero. Me tomo uno, estoy logrando lo que quiero. Un saludo para la Colo, también para todos los guerreros. Humildemente con salsa y yo soy rapero.
All right, y'all, we back again, man, and we about to wrap it up. Today, our topic is Albert Wilson. Y'all look into that case, man. That case is really messed up. But again, I'm gonna conclude with this. I think the establishment should be equally responsible for letting that girl in that club. And again, our topic today is name something that other than sex, what a couple should be doing. So y'all get out there and do something with y'all wife or y'all spouse or y'all significant other, because there are so many ways to create a deeper intimacy other than sex. And Ashley from Keepsake Memories can expound on that because she's been married for 9 years. She got her good dude, and that's rare to hear a woman say today, I got me a good man.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been blessed.
You've been blessed. Oh, she's
blessed. This is the right word for it.
Mm-hmm.
This one thing that I am going to say before I leave off the show is to communicate with your spouse. That's another thing that you guys can do And I know it's something simple, just as communicating, but that's something that we lack in society sometimes, is communicating with one another, and try to not just hear them, but listen and feel what the other person is saying as well, and that way you won't have that same issue. So,
okay,
that's my advice for today.
okay. And man, look, man, we're gonna have to wrap it up. That's our show. Again, we thank y'all for tuning in. This is the Naked Truth, your political hip hop outlet. I'm Jimmy the Square Guy, that want to talk fly to you. Before I lie to you, I got Miss Ashley from Keepsake Memories, who say if you give a gift,
You create a smile.
and I ain't smiling because she ain't gave me no gift. I say this every time that don't bring me nothing. I don't want to smile, especially after that foolery you put on your show. Nah, I like that. But y'all, man, remember, hey, love is something a blind man can see, something a deaf man can hear. A heart only knows another heart. So don't base finding your soulmate on shape, size, or color. Give that person a chance. You never know. That may be the very thing that you've been searching for all your life. And we're going to close out with that. And we see y'all Friday. Holla.